My name is Taylor Self and I'm doing drugs. My knee's been with me for a long time because I fucked it up. And Biomax peptides are going to make it better.
Taylor found a homeless man on Craigslist to help him learn how to do this. And they made this video to show you how. It worked out pretty well. The guy brought his own, only partially used needle.
Nice. That's crazy. I didn't feel the needle at all. I felt the injection just a little bit.
Jeez.
Nice.
Your skin is so f***ing thick.
Well, there's a lot of scar tissue there on that side, especially, I'm sure. That really didn't hurt. That was crazy. So we do that every night? Mm-hmm. Okay,
for
cool.
Like 3-4 weeks.
If you thought it was hard to kill Taylor before this, well, then it looks like you don't have a chance in hell now. You'd better ask to see the manager, uncle. Biomax peptides, because Sevi and Hiller said so.
And we're back.
Event 2, that was crazy. Thank you, Biomax Peptides, for keeping us here. We love it. It's amazing.
Code GAMES, 10% off. Head on over to the website.
Capital GAMES.
So what's up, guys? That was crazy. So many storylines in that event for the men and the women.
We'll start with the women since the leaderboard's updated.
Yeah, we can. I mean, the way it was laid out on the floor, I think, is the best way they could have done it. The athletes kind of took their rope with them after that first set of crossover double unders, and there were 3 dumbbells on the floor, which was really cool. 2 rigs for toes to bar, just progressing their way to the finish line, which is always fun and makes for a really easy spectator experience.
JR, you picked Danielle Brennan to win that workout, and it looked like she was going to. And then Tia made her move on the toes to bar, really. Danielle looked so much smoother on the double under crossovers. She looked faster with the dumbbell. And Tia just went Terminator on it and just kind of shut it down. And
yeah, I mean, what's really interesting is that on paper, you know, we talked about this workout and about how the toes to bar seemed to be something that people weren't really thinking about. They start with the big chunk of wall walks. We know the crossover double unders were going to be high execution. We know the 30 heavier dumbbell, especially under some muscular fatigue, were going to play a role. But the toes to bar, especially for the women, really seemed to be a separator, especially on that second set of 30. Like you said, I mean, one break for Tia, and she ends up winning the workout, making the move there.
And kind of won it comfortably. Like it looked neck and neck, and then it just turned into, oh no, she's just better.
Right.
I think the biggest winner of at least like the top 10 that we're talking about, Lydia Fish should be mentioned. Lydia Fish got her first top 5 of the games. We talked, couldn't you get a top 5? She's 7th place in her first CrossFit Games. Lucy McGonigal with a 4th place. So 2 rookies, top 5 in this event. And Lucy McGonigal top 10 so far. And back squat's going to be good for her. You think she thought this would happen, or do you think she's just had some good events her way?
Oh, I think like training in the environment she's trained in over the last month with Maddie and Tia, I think she probably has come into this games really doubting her fitness, and now she just realizes how good they are and how much that daily push is probably brought the best out of her. What was really interesting early on watching Lucy specifically was how smooth she was on the crossover double unders, keeping her hands really tight, not really hunched over, just making it really easy for her to breathe. And it would be interesting to ask her after 2022, was that just something in her training that she started to do? And when they came out of the game, she was like, oh, I don't even have to really work on this. Like, I'm already good at it.
Yeah, and I mean, Zane told us, Zane Improvement, he said Lucy McGonigal's double on the crossovers are a thing of beauty.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe Ricky went mistake-free, but I don't think any athlete from the males or the females went unbroken on all 4 sets of 20.
I don't think so. Everybody had a 1 trip.
And everybody was talking about leading up, oh, they're not going to be an issue. People aren't going to trip. They've been working on them for years, but like
Everybody tripped.
everybody messed up. A lot of people tripped on the very first set, which I thought was really interesting. A lot of the athletes said the hardest set of dumbbell shoulder to overhead and the hardest set of crossover double unders were the very first set after the wall walk.
And didn't Danielle kind of lose it at the end because she made one more trip than Tia did? Like she had one trip
She
up
tripped
in the
like
last,
three
yeah.
times on the rope in the last
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, on the men's side, I know we're talking about the women, but I think there was a 5 second separated 6 spots, right?
Yeah, no, on the men's side, let's go to the men's leaderboard really quick, Caleb, or do you have that picture that you could pull up that we put in the locker room? I don't know if the leaderboard's updated.
It wasn't when I checked it before.
No, go to that picture that's in the locker room. We're good. We're pulling it up.
Okay.
But literally 5 seconds made up the difference between 5 spots. And that's one trip. The double under crossovers. And all within 5 seconds. And then different heats, right? Like Harry Lightfoot, Dallin Pepper, Con Bossard, Tudor Magda, and Austin Hatfield, all within 5 seconds of each other. And they're all dispersed in different heats, too. It's not like they had races.
Right.
That was the best. Like the Ricky Garrard, Justin Medeiros, Jay Crouch race was insane. Jay Crouch, dude,
Yeah.
that was so good.
I think Ricky should be thankful for Jay Crouch because I think if Justin was in that last heat, he would have won. Justin was 30 seconds ahead of the next person.
Yeah.
I know it's easy to say that and play armchair quarterback, but Ricky it looked like Ricky pushed that workout as hard as he could have pushed it, and Justin was 30 seconds ahead of somebody. So I just feel like we said, being in the last heat is advantageous. That's 4 points that you left on the leaderboard just from not being in the last heat.
Right.
Harry Lightfoot,
Sneaky fit, man.
He just didn't even register while I was watching it, and then all of a sudden he's over the finish line. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's not a known as a traditionally strong athlete, right? Like he's one of those guys that needed to bank as many points as possible on events 1 and 2 going into a heavy barbell event, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna drive Caleb crazy, but we'll probably go back over to the women, keep talking about those, start at the top of the leaderboard since we have that updated, and kind of go through who's doing really well, who's kind of underperforming through 2 events, especially on that one. You know, where we at? Tia, 2 for 2.
I mean, Amy Kringle was impressive.
Yeah.
Really impressive. Amy Kringle got a second and a third. It's got a comfortable second right now. Danielle Brandon, Lucy Campbell, and then Miriam Monroe. And this could turn into something, JR, because I know that she's going to do really well in the back squat, and a lot of these girls are going to get hurt in the back squat. I think event
pegboard. You think that's going to be okay for her?
I think the pegboard and the deadlift event, the 500-footer handstand. I think these next 2 events she takes a hit.
Okay.
And probably both of them. But she has done everything that she needed to do in the first 2 events. I did not think she'd be 5th place after 2 events.
This solidifies Amy Kringle for you. She's going to be here to stay for the whole weekend.
I think she's going to be top 10 the whole weekend. Yeah, she'll go on roller coasters, but I'm not going to say she can podium, but she'll be in the top 10. I feel very confident about saying that.
And Haley Adams and those double unders, dude, what happened there? I was cheering my head off for her. Like, they're the crossovers.
Not good at it.
Well, I mean, just double
Or do you
unders
think
in
she was
general.
tired from the-
No, I just think it's a movement thing. I mean, even a couple years ago, I think
She had the janky double
you're right. She had kind of the yips with the double unders, and I think they've just kind of always been hit or miss. So I think when you throw a higher level skill version of that in there, it's going to be hard to make them easier. If anything, they're probably going to become harder. I don't think it was a fitness issue for her at all. I mean, everything in that event really did matter. Even the wall walks, just to start the workout, we saw every heat. The person that was off the wall first never won the heat.
Yeah.
But yet there were still people pushing the pace. There's so many opportunities to rest in that workout. It was a really odd flow. Like John made a point where we were watching Braun go through it, and Braun was just crushing it.
Yeah.
But he made the note that he was never in a hurry. He never had to be in a hurry. It was a muscle endurance. It was an execution workout. It wasn't just a, hey, everyone's going to get out of breath and let's see who can hold on. So just watching people navigate through the workout, it was just kind of a slow burn. And there was only a few people that were mistake-free and could really push into the end.
Yeah, let's go through the leaderboard really quick for the men and the women. We're told that we need to wind it down because the teams are going on right now. So we'll call this the post show, and then we'll come on for a pre-show if we can for event 3. It'll just be 2 separate shows. So for the women, I think the biggest surprise is Lydia Fish and Miriam Monroe staying in it. I think Lucy McGonigal's a big surprise. Haley Adams takes a hit. Go ahead and scroll, Caleb. Go ahead and scroll down. And then, I'm looking at this one. Not really much surprises here. And then right here we have 4 girls: Brooke Wells, Visa Gaffi, Olivia Kerstetter, and Alexis Raptis. And I think everybody would think that these girls would have done better thus far. And I expect all 4 of them to climb, but maybe they're hanging out around 7 to 11 at the end of the weekend instead of 4 through 7.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think that they'll all make moves on this next workout. I think even going into tomorrow morning, that 500 foot of handstand walk and the heavier, awkward axle bar deadlift, going into the back squat, and then maybe with a back-to-back on 6 and 7, I think the next 3 events for them, all of them are going to be making moves up the leaderboard.
No, I agree. I agree on all of those. Let's go down a little bit. All right, and then I would say nothing of significance here. I was surprised that Lexi Neely struggled as much as she did. That's 2 events in a row for her. I think she'll climb. I think she has good events coming, but including the next one. But I'm surprised that she is where she is. Let's go to the men. All right, now these aren't updated, but we do know who's where. Ricky's going to be in first place almost comfortably. And then from there, Jason and Roman and Jeff are all going to be kind of next to each other. Austin, you throw him. I actually think Austin might be second place because he was like 7th in that event. So Austin's going to be second place. Ricky's going to be first. And then we're going to have a group of 4 guys that are kind of around 3rd place. Nobody's really separated. The next event's all to play for. Go ahead and scroll down. We'll go ahead and scroll down, Caleb. And then we'll talk about any negatives. Do you want to talk about Colton Mertens?
Well, I think, we still should probably talk about Jeff. That might be his lowest finish of the weekend, right? It's probably going to be, an 11th or a 12th?
It was 12.
12th, yeah. So, uncharacteristic, I would say, on a high execution workout like that to see him really make any mistakes. But even at the end on the dumbbell, he didn't look super comfortable. Just something to keep in mind moving forward, those 5 to 7 points, how costly are they at the end of the weekend?
Yeah, and he broke on the last 10 shoulder to overhead. I don't know if people saw, so I don't know what was going on with him, if he was roasted or not, but it was surprising to see him break in that moment where he needed to push. Justin Medeiros is only going to climb. He'll be in the top 10 at the end of this. Dallin Pepper, I will probably be surfing the top 10, but right around that.
Yeah, and both of those athletes, people we expect to do really well on event 3.
Right. Go ahead and scroll down, Caleb.
Do you think that Ricky will make more mistakes, so more than Adler? Adler will eventually catch back up because he'll make less mistakes than Ricky will?
I'm not sure that it'll be a mistake versus a mistake-free situation as much as it'll just be a fitness deficiencies. Will be some things that maybe get exposed by one of them and not the other.
Gotcha.
Like the deficit handstand push-ups is just an ability thing.
Okay.
And Jeff's just going to be better at Ricky than that.
Gotcha.
Let's go ahead and talk about Colton.
Yeah, dude. Was it the first jump that he made?
It was the 3rd jump that he made, and the scores are not updated completely. So for the men, they're not updated. Colton actually is going to bump up after this workout. If he was 15th place with the time given, we don't know if they're going to give him any time on the appeal, if he appeals or not. Chances are that they're not, but we don't know anything for sure. So he'll be around 20th, 19th place at the end of it. His time actually wasn't that bad, even with the jump rope mishap. We're going to show it right here. We're waiting for it to load.
What's this? Oh, they asked too if a lot of people time capped.
No, there was a couple people that was.
Yeah, not
Yep.
very many at all. 10-minute cap. Fastest times were in the 6s.
All right, go to Barbell Spin to watch the video, and it's you can see it very clearly and up front.
Right.
But we're getting told that we have to wrap it up, guys.
Yeah.
So we'll come on before event 3, and we'll make our picks. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks, guys. Deuces.